This time, we're setting up a garden bed with a very specific purpose. Instead of planting established seedlings, this bed is designed for seeds and for the earliest stage of plant life, when tiny roots are just beginning to form and shoots are pushing their way upward. Germination is a sensitive phase, and the environment around the seed makes a big difference. A bed like this provides softness, steady moisture, and gentle nutrition, so young plants can start strong and grow without stress. Begin by choosing a spot that gets good light and does not stay soggy after watering or rain. Once the place is decided, clean it thoroughly. Pull out weeds from the roots, remove grass, and clear away stones or hard clumps of soil. This step matters more than it seems. Weeds compete aggressively for nutrients and water, and stones can interrupt the growth of fine, delicate roots. A clean, open base gives seeds the best possible start. After the area is cleared, lay down cardboard directly on the ground. Cover the entire bed area and overlap the edges if you need more than one piece. This simple layer does several jobs at once. It blocks weeds from growing upward into the bed, which means less disturbance later on. Cardboard also helps the soil hold moisture, creating a more stable environment for seeds. Over time, it breaks down naturally and adds organic matter to the soil below, improving overall soil life. Next, add a layer of garden soil on top of the cardboard. This soil lifts the bed slightly, which improves drainage and helps the soil warm up more evenly. Seeds prefer loose soil that allows air and water to move freely. Spread the soil evenly across the bed and gently shape it. Take a moment to level the surface so water does not collect in low spots or run off unevenly. Once the soil is in place, add a layer of fully decomposed compost or well-rotted manure. If vermicompost is available, it can be added as well. The key here is maturity. Compost that is fully broken down provides nutrients in a mild, steady form that young plants can absorb easily. It also improves soil texture, making it softer and more crumbly, which is ideal for germination and early root growth. Vermicompost adds beneficial microorganisms that support healthy plant development from the very beginning. Before we go into the next step, what vegetable or flower gives you the hardest time during germination? After the compost layer, lightly sprinkle bone meal across the bed. Bone meal is especially helpful at this stage because it contains phosphorus, which supports strong root formation. For small seedlings, a well-developed root system is more important than fast top growth. Bone meal also supplies calcium, which strengthens plant cells and helps prevent weak, floppy growth. Because it releases nutrients slowly, it feeds plants without overwhelming them. Now add a final light layer of cocoa peat over the surface. Cocoa peat is excellent for seed beds because it holds moisture evenly while still allowing air to pass through. This balance is important, as seeds need consistent moisture to germinate but can rot if the soil stays too wet. Cocoa peat keeps the surface soft and prevents crusting, making it easier for young shoots to emerge without resistance. Before planting, gently mix the layers together. There is no need to dig deeply or turn the soil aggressively. A light mixing of the top layers is enough to distribute nutrients while keeping the structure loose. The goal is a soft, well-balanced growing medium where seeds can settle easily and roots can spread without effort. Once everything is mixed, the bed is ready for seeds. Plant them at the appropriate depth based on the type of seed you are using. Water gently so the soil stays moist but not compacted. Right now, the temperature in our zone is mild and there is no frost, so there is no need to cover this bed or turn it into a mini greenhouse. When colder conditions arrive, protection can be added easily. For now, this bed is perfectly set up to support healthy germination and strong early growth.